When you start to improve, the enemy will start to try to move you. John 10:10 tells us, the thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I came that they may have life and have it abundantly. You have to understand that when you actually decide to start locking in with God, when you start to advertise Jesus, when you start to reflect the light of Jesus, it's not going to all be sunshine and rainbows. Because the enemy starts to get scared of you. And not scared of you because you're you, but no, scared of you because of who lives inside of you. The enemy is going to do anything, and he also is going to try to come through other people too. Like, say you go and you tell that friend about Jesus, and then they react like this or something. Their reaction's like, ew, that's so weird, you're delusional, and then they never talk to you again. Or honestly, whatever. And then you're gonna get that thought in your head okay, wait, this is literally gonna ruin all of my friendships. I'm gonna be the weird Jesus girl. I should probably just stop. No. Those are lies from the enemy. Don't you realize that Jesus was perfect, but he still had to get hung to a cross, and he was hated by many, but Jesus still chose love for them? Not everyone will react exactly how you might expect them to, and it doesn't matter what people perceive you as. It matters what Jesus perceives you as. Because when you get up to heaven, you're not going to be standing before Olivia, you're not going to be standing before Bob, you're not going to be standing before that person. You're going to be standing before Jesus. Jesus died for you. Live for him. The enemy isn't going to give you it easy. But I think you need to understand that it's not a scary thing. It's not a scary thing that the enemy is going to try to attack you. It's a compliment. Because thieves do not break into empty houses. The enemy sees something in you. That's why you wake up every day and you get those thoughts in your head this is never gonna happen for me. I look so gross today. No, those aren't just some little human feelings that are cutesy and dootsy. No, those are lies from the enemy, trying to get your eyes off of Jesus, trying to tell you things that are not true. It's deeper than human feelings. There is a spiritual realm, and those are lies from the enemy. My point is, if you start to really just lock in with God and you start to keep your eyes locked on God, don't be surprised when you start to hear the banging and the knocking and when you lock your door, if you've ever locked your door in your room and then there's a person on the other side trying to get in, say you're playing tag with your friend, and then you run in a room and you lock yourself in the room, and then your friend starts banging and knocking on the door trying to get the unlock to unlock it, but they physically can't because you're locked in. That's just you with God and the enemy. You're locked in with God. There's nothing that can separate that. The enemy physically can't separate that unless you let him. The enemy's gonna whine and he's gonna complain and he's gonna keep knocking at you and trying to tell you these things to try to get you to believe it, and he's gonna come through other people too and through what other people say to you. But you don't have to let him win. When you lock in with God, you're officially locked in. Jesus is a strong rock. He is the strongest rock there is. He's the only firm foundation there is. Nothing, no thought, no lie can separate you from the love that Jesus has for you. Keep going with God despite what people say about you, despite what you think about yourself. Keep going. Because you're either going to go, and this is just the truth, Jesus is either going to say to you when you get up to heaven, depart from me, I never knew you, or he's going to say, good job, my good and faithful servant. Living for God is fun. Live for him and don't let the enemy win. Okay, period. Okay, bye.